Hello everyone, welcome back to Voidheart Studios, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Radson XL by Radioactive Designs. The Radson XL is a 3D printed blaster designed by Radioactive Designs, and it is a modular hammer action spring-powered hand cannon. It has many different barrel configurations for many different ammo types. I have the 6x3 half dart configuration, which uses 6 inline clips to make this a shotgun pistol. So yeah, let's get on with the overview. Up at the front, there is no end strike barrel lug. There is 6 individual barrels in a hexagon pattern, and these are our inline clips. These are the tubes. And to load them, you simply take darts and you push them in. Oh, crap. I lost one. There it is. And, yeah. And yes, you will sit through the entire agonizing loading process because this blaster takes a long time to load. But it is really cool once you do get the whole thing loaded. It is there we go. Now we are done. All six tubes are loaded. So yeah. Going back, you have the 6x3, which is really cool. And of course on this side of the blaster I have Radioactive's sticker, because I did it with Moose's sticker on the Elk L, and I think it looks kind of cool. So I did it with Radioactive sticker on the Radson. And of course I got another one, I don't know if you can see it, but I put it on my fridge. Yeah. Going back from there, you have the plunger tube. You can see inside the massive, massive plunger tube, which is really cool. Behind that, you have the priming handle, and this is a hammer action blaster. So to prime it, you pull back the hammer, and now it's primed. And of course, down here is the trigger and grip, and to fire, you pull the trigger. It is a heavy, heavy trigger pull. And due to it being an inline clip, you do have to flick between every shot. You can do it before you prime or after you prime, it doesn't really matter. And of course, you prime it again, and fire, and flick, and prime it again, and fire. God. It is a very heavy trigger pull, I will say that. It is a heavy, heavy trigger pull because it's an interesting catch system and it's holding back K25. This is a hammer action K25 blaster. Or it's designed to take K25. You know what else takes K25? This thing. And this thing. And this thing. And this thing. And this thing. So yeah, it takes a primary's spring to deliver a tertiary's firing power. And in terms of grip, the grip feels nice. It's actually a really comfy grip. It's a bit thin, but it flares at the bottom, which makes sense. You always want to have a flared base, but it just makes it feel better in the hands. And of course, damn. But there is a thing with the hammer, is that sometimes, because, well, I'm fat, so I've got flabby skin. Sometimes my, when I pull down the hammer and rest my hand back on the grip, sometimes the webbing between my fingers catches on the hammer, and when the hammer snaps forward, it it creates kind of an unpleasant feeling there. So I do kind of wish there was a little bit of a thumb protector at the back of the grip, but other than that, it's a great little blaster, and I love doing spins. Woo! 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 Wow! This thing is so fun. And also, Radioactive's insignia is on the grip in these little medallions, which is cute. I like that. And yeah, I'm addicted to spinning this thing like this. It feels good. You do backwards. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I can't grab it properly when I spin it backwards, so I like spinning it forwards. Oh, 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 oh. I'm not good at spinning forwards. Sorry. Ah! Lock in! Lock in. Whew. This should be it for the overview. Let's take it outside and let's play with it. Alright, we are outside with the Radson XL, and with the fact I just pulled that out of my hoodie pocket, you should already know part of the appeal of this blaster. But, yep. Of course, I'm in the 6x3 shotgun pistol configuration, and my first round is loaded up with Worker Gen 3 darts. Hold on. One of the barrels double fired for some reason. I've got a lot of worn darts though, so that's probably part of the problem. Oh, big hit, big hit. All right. Next up, nitro shot darts. As I agonizingly load all 6 tubes. This is the issue with this blaster, at least in this configuration specifically. This is very much a tertiary. This is very much an oh shit button. I shouldn't need to tell you why reloading 18 darts one by one for 3 shots is a little inefficient. Though I don't hold anything against this blaster, because once I do get through the ungodly slog that is loading, every shot feels like a direct injection of dopamine to my brain hole. Sending nitro shot. Ooh, a little low. Well. Right on cue. Nice. I even overshot it with one. Alright. And of course, you know the drill by this point. Our final dart type, we got the Embers. Anyways, we're loaded. Again, 18 Ember darts. That's again 3 shots. Sending Embers. Oh. And the next one's already You really should flick it every time, but that first to second shot transition was too perfect for me to flick it. And the final shot of the day. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. And as I just did, you can shove it in your pocket. Any pocket. Pants pocket, hoodie pocket, any pocket. Cargo pocket. It'd be good in a cargo pocket. But yeah. Thus, hair. Really should have brushed my hair before I did this. Anyways. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. I'm going to clean up and then we're going to go check about it. Alright, we are back inside with the Radson XL. Let's talk about it. Starting off with the practical stuff. I couldn't put this blaster up over my chronograph due to the nature of it firing 6 darts at once. But in terms of range, I can gauge that it has FPS similar to a stock Nerf Elite blaster. Now, that might be a bit of a groaner, because let's just face it, everybody's addicted to high power blasters. If it's not hitting over 170 FPS, then what is it? But just gonna remind that that range is coming from 6 darts. This thing has enough power to shoot 6 darts at the same velocity that an Elite blaster does to shoot 1 dart. Hell, the rough cut takes 2 whole springs to do that with 2 darts. This thing is a sledge fire on crack, and I love it. And it's also really tiny as well. Like I stated in the firing demo, you can, what's it called? You can fit it in your pocket. And to get that comparison, this is my sledge fire. This is Boomer Nova. This is a minimized sledge fire. And it's still much bigger and much heftier than the Radson XL. And this only shoots 3 darts at once. Maybe 1 mega dart if you have one of those shells. This thing, depending on the barrel configuration, you can do 6x3 half darts. You can do a single Mega XL dart. You can do a single Mega XL dart with an integrated B-car. You can do triple Mega. I think there's quadruple Mega. There's quadruple Ultra. I think he even has a quadruple N1. I'm not quite sure I remember. Last time I looked at the listing was earlier today, so I don't quite remember. And if you don't want to buy multiple different pistols and you really need to be able to do multiple different ammo types, then you can get the Radson BA instead, which is a break action Radson that takes silly shells. This thing is incredibly modular, and I adore it. I don't really have many complaints about this blaster at all. In my testing procedure, I didn't really have any jams or malfunctions. I had some instances where the barrels would double fire or darts would fall out when I flicked it, but that's not an issue with the blaster, that's an issue with the darts. They're worn darts. This is a solid blaster and a solid tertiary. Or even a quaternary. My tertiary spot in my loadout is taken by my shield buster, but if I could make room in my loadout for a quaternary, I would run this every meet, because this is a nice thing to have if somebody bomb rushes you with melee and your group has an MED, which mine does, 30 feet for, anything over 150 FPS. So when somebody bomb rushes you with a big giant Resident Evil tentacle, you can just pull this and blast them with 6 darts at 70 FPS. And you can make sure you hit them. Because this thing has a good spread. April. Yuck. Allergies, sorry. This thing has a really good spread. Like, the widest spread it got was like a little more than a man-sized target, which that's what I would consider my dart zone soft target. It's about as wide as a broad-chested man. And so, yeah, you can ensure you get the hit. And if you really want to make sure you get a wide area, this thing, with it being an inline clip, it can take full-length darts. It can only take one shot worth of full-length darts, and I don't know if that is a Radioactive approved way to run this blaster, but you can throw like elite darts in it and just shoot a shot that just really squirrels around everywhere. You could probably even tag multiple people with this. Now, where a blaster like this would really shine is in something like an HVZ, or just some place where you're pinned down and you kind of volley darts. Because they will get more inaccurate over range, and especially at this low of FPS. Because if you could shoot it, and if you saw how I was shooting it outside, take it and shoot it like a flare pistol. Because this has the aesthetic and feel of a very, very large flare pistol. And that's just how you would use it. You would use it to just spread darts. Now, with the Mega and Mega XL versions, you would use it as a shield buster or a super zombie killer or something like that. But the 6x3 version specifically, which is the one that I have, is a really good carpet bomb. It's kind of in the similar way of a use case as how I would use triple elite shells in the PBR bow, which is above my Caliburn right now on the wall. And you just take it and you volley it in the air, and you just rain hell down on your opponents. And that's a good way to use it. Another way to use it is, again, as I already talked about using it as a tertiary, quaternary, oh shit button type blaster. I'm really running out of ways to say this blaster is really cool. It has really given me nothing to complain about. Again, other than maybe slight ergonomics with the hammer, but that's whatever. Yeah, of course, going on to my opinion, I think I've stated my opinion. I love this blaster. This is a very fun blaster. Every time I fire it, it's like dopamine straight to my brain hole. Because seeing something this small fire 6 darts at once, I mean, hell, my only other blaster that's capable of firing 6 darts at once over multiple shots is the Battle Axe. And it's half the size of the Battle Axe. Now, it wouldn't replace the Battle Axe in my loadout, because the Battle Axe is an entirely different use case, but still, it would be a lot easier to use this as a shotgun secondary than this, because this is a shotgun primary. But anyways, yeah, really great blaster. Will definitely use in the future. I'm thinking about redoing my loadout of it anyways. But, yeah. I think I'm done yapping because I'm starting to get into my neurodivergent ramblings, and ain't nobody want to see that. So, yeah. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Comment your favorite configuration of the Radson XL if you have experience with it. And I will make sure to link Radioactive's Etsy shop in the description. This is where you will get not only fully built kits of the blaster, but I believe you can also get the files for the blaster on Radioactive's website or Etsy page as well. And probably the hardware too. I don't know about hardware, but you can definitely get the fully built kits. So yeah. But other than that, really hope you enjoyed this blaster. And until next time, have a good one.